Hello. Hello. Fuck, that's me. Fuck, that's me. Nice, dude. Good start. Hey, at least I'm not muted this time, right? That's an improvement. God damn, dude, why does the main menu have to be so fucking loud? I should really just, like, lower the volume in the Windows mixer. Like, this is a me issue. This is definitely a me problem. I'm also, like, I'm rearranging my stream preview. Because I would like to have a stream preview. I experimented, like, last stream I did it without any preview, and I was getting long jump glitches. So, you know, if I'm going to be getting long jump glitches anyways, then I might as well be able to see my stream preview. I'm just going to make it, like, really fucking tiny. And hopefully that'll lower whatever impact there is. I mean, hopefully there's no impact. Also, let's, start. Control. Start. There you go. Start that timer. Fucking get me off the main menu. Jesus Christ, dude. It's so fucking loud. Like, audio testing for this game is impossible, because obviously you can't do anything. This is a great start. You can't do anything in the main menu, because for whatever reason they decided that the options menu shouldn't affect the main menu. You know, it wouldn't be my #1 choice for how to make an options menu, but hey, they didn't know what the fuck they were doing, so I can't blame them. I hardly know what I'm doing either. That's alright. And beyond that, you also can't really do a good job of testing it when you're actually in the game, because the music does not dynamically adjust its volume. Like, clearly, whenever the music starts, they just, like, set the volume to whatever the volume is in your options menu, and then if you change it while the song is playing, doesn't matter. It's not gonna actually affect anything until you start playing a new song, which is great. Great for testing. But I think I got the audio to, like, a slightly better spot than it was in. It was, like, a little bit too loud for my liking last stream. I think it's decent now. By the way, I've done, like, no fucking practice while I was gone. So I'm sure this will go really well. Also, I hear my cat banging at my door. Good start. Good start to the stream. Not flustered at all. Goddamn. But, oh fuck, and I just realized I have my chat obscured still. When I was messing around with, positioning my fucking stream position. My preview window. It's just a fucking mess today. But that's okay. I would rather it start out as a mess and get, like, gradually better than start out completely fine when no one's watching and then get worse and worse over time. This is something I can live with. Also, like, doing pretty well. I'll say I did, like, one tiny little practice attempt right before streaming, because I was gonna see if I could make it all the way to Cloud's Burst, and then I was gonna start the stream with, like, a little bit of the Cloud's Burst difficult route practice. Didn't make it. My goal was to make it there without dying or, like, any major fuck-ups. And I made it to... Dogs barking? Dude, what the fuck is going on? I made it to, the cave level. Whatever the fuck. I don't know the names of any of the levels. Don't expect me... Oh, fuck. I'm gonna cancel back immediately because I need to fix my chat window. I made it farther than I thought I would. I made it farther than I did on that real attempt. So, hey. We've got a chance at actually finishing our run today. We had a chance the entire last stream, too, but I just fucking suck, so... That could totally prevent us from doing it again this stream. I do still suck. No improvements have been made. So what have I been doing? It's been like a fucking week since I streamed. I didn't mean for it to... I knew my angle was bad there. I didn't mean for it to take quite that long till I stream again, but... I mean, I'm not gonna, like, fucking say I was busy. I was honestly just, like, chilling. I took the week off like I said I was gonna do. And I had implied last stream that meant I would stream more frequently because I was not really doing anything super productive, like programming-wise or anything. But no, I just like hung out with my girlfriend and had a nice, relaxing week, which is like the first real relaxing break I've taken in years. Like, the entirety of the development of Bounty Below prevented me from ever feeling relaxed. Like, any time I would dedicate, like, some time off from working on Bounty Below, just that, like, ever-looming presence of you still have to finish this dog shit game, made it really hard to relax. So I had, like, the first decent, relaxing week of my life for the past 5 years, which was nice. Did a lot of, played a lot of Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass, which is, like, just a phenomenally good game. I think I might have, like, mentioned it very briefly when talking about Dragon Quest. I can't remember. I had definitely started Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass when I streamed last time, but I don't think I had gotten very far in it. The game has just gotten, like, better and better the more I've played it. Like, I've got nothing but good things to say about Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. Which is, like, surprising somewhat, because I've, like, never really heard anybody talk about this game. But it is, like, genuinely one of the best JRPGs I've ever played. You know, I can say that because I've never played Undertale. Obviously, I've heard plenty of great things about Undertale, and I've seen plenty of things about Undertale, and I've played Deltarune, and, you know, Deltarune's good. I don't mean that as, like, a slight at Deltarune. It's just, like, kind of hard to compare a, what is it, like, 7-chapter game when only 2 chapters are out to, like, a fully completed game like Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass and Undertale. So, you know, judgment on Deltarune reserved, but yeah, Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass is actually just incredibly good. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it just, like, didn't get a lot of interest behind it because it is, like, much more standard of a JRPG. Like, it doesn't try and do anything wildly different like Undertale did. It's just like just a good fucking JRPG. And, like, the combat is, I mean, like, look, I have plenty of negative things to say about JRPG combat in general, but compared to, like, other JRPGs, the combat in Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass has actually been, like, decently fun. Like, I mean, something that, like, no other JRPGs do correctly is items. Like, nearly every single fucking weapon you pick up in Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass does something, like, interesting. And, like, I'm pretty sure a solid, like, 80% to 90% of the weapons I've gotten in the game, I've immediately equipped because they were, like, a not only statistical upgrade. And that's, like, my favorite part about the items in the game, is that, like, most of the weapons are not just, like, boring statistical upgrades. They actually do interesting things and change the way you use certain characters. That was awful. So, yeah, just like a really fucking good game. Stories, I mean, I haven't finished it. Like, I don't want to be too spoily, but the point in the game that we made it to, like, I'll say the last boss we fought, was a boss that had a clock that counts to 13 on it. Which is, like, I don't know, as undescriptive as I can be, while still, like, if people have played the game will know what I'm talking about. We're, like, fairly close to the end of the game. My girlfriend estimated it at, like, 75% done. Like, from the jive I've gotten from the story, it seems like we're supposed to collect 6 things, and we've collected 3 of those things. And then I think we have, like, the final, like, story dungeon, and then we're done with the game. Well, done with the story. Like, there is a decent amount of optional stuff, seemingly. Like, I've been told that there are some, like, brutally difficult bosses that, like, I mean, we're very close to the end of the game, and our highest level character is, like, I don't know, 52 or something? And I've been told that there are bosses that people struggle on, even with maxed out 99 characters. So, a decent bit away from that, but as far as completing the game, I think we're somewhat close to the end. So, yeah, the story is good. And, like, especially, like, the characters are, I don't know, it's, so, I mean, this is not a spoiler. I'm gonna be clear, like, if you're afraid of any game spoilers, I'm trying to avoid those. But, this is not something that's directly told in the game either. It's just something that you'll kind of infer after playing it long enough. And also directly on the, like, Steam store page, like, description, it tells you this, so I don't feel too bad about saying it, but the game takes place in Jimmy's dreams. Like, I don't know. On one hand, I can, like, I kind of hate that in most stories, right? Like, no one fucking loves playing a game and then realizing that, like, none of what you were doing meant anything. It was all a dream. But I'll say that Jimmy and the Pulsating Mask kind of gets a pass on that, and I think it's really well done, and yeah. Anyway, good story. But because it takes place in, like, Jimmy's dreams, it's just, like, I don't know. It's honestly just got, like, a really fun, like, nothing that I've ever seen before narrative element where, like, you know, all of these characters are kind of slight exaggerations, and, like, there are real familial, like, awkwardnesses that you'll see. Like, the relationship between Andrew and Lars is something that, like, I don't know, I've never seen done in a game before, really, and I think that it's pulled off pretty well. And I don't know, yeah, it's just cool to, like, to see these characters not as, like, how they really are, and have their character arcs go through different shifts and changes. Like, Lars especially has, like, a particularly interesting character arc. And it's, you know, it makes sense. Like, it's because he's, like, the uncle of an 8-year-old who clearly loves him and, like, wants what's best for him, even though in reality he's probably slightly, I don't even know how to phrase this in a polite way. Like, look, I'm probably the fucking Lars of my family. Like, I you know, I don't mean any ill will towards his character archetype necessarily, but, like, you know, there's definitely a reason that, like, Andrew would be, would act a certain way towards him. Anyways, I'm getting, like, muddled in specifics a little bit and unable to get out of Dreamworld, which is funny, talking about a game that takes place in Jimmy's Dreamworld. But, yeah, great game. Love it. And, like, oh, God, like, I was genuinely heartbroken. Like, okay, this is a slight spoiler because I don't know. It's one particular moment that, like, stood out to me is, like, I've never seen this particular issue, like, it's a very specific issue, mind you, but tackled so well. And, like, I don't know, maybe the developer personally has dyslexia, but, the way it was phrased, from the perspective of 8-year-old Jimmy, was genuinely heartbreaking. So, yeah, slight spoilers. It'll probably be over by the time I finish this level, if you want to plug your ears or something. But there's a section in the game where Jimmy is, like, in school, and, you know, he's noted as being a smart kid. But I mean, like, they go through various courses. I'm, like, quickly coming to the realization that the story is not going to be finished by the time I'm done with this level. If you unplugged your ears, replug them until the end of this level, maybe? I don't fucking know. Like, you go through various courses, and, like, when it's math, Jimmy's, like, he's so fucking bored because he already learned all this shit. Like, he's ahead of the curve on math and stuff. But whenever it switched to English and, like, grammar, he started, like, sweating, and what am I fucking doing wrong here? I think my angle is fucked up. This is... Okay, it worked, whatever. It worked. You know, fuck spoilers. I'm just saying it anyways because it's annoying having to juggle spoiler warnings, but, yeah, whenever he was in English, he was, like, floundering and nervous. And the particular one that stood out to me was... I think they were doing a lesson on, like, predicates and that kind of thing, like, grammar parts of a sentence. And... you know, the teacher was, like, picking students to be like, hey, we've got multiple sentences on the board. Can you pick out, like, the predicate or whatever part of the word structure? And Jimmy got called on after, like, a couple of other people had been called on. And he just, like, struggled looking at the sentences on the board, not realizing, like, what made the, you know, the words that they picked out special. And, you know, he couldn't really read it. So he picks a small, like, 3-letter word and gets it wrong and feels stupid about it, and the teacher is, like, you know, a little disappointed, and Jimmy's obviously disappointed in himself, and he looks back at the ones that were correct and notices that he specifically says, like, he noticed one of the words that was correct had a letter that looked like a plus sign in the middle of it, and I don't know, man. That is, like, to me, like, the most heartbreaking depiction of dyslexia, because he doesn't know what he's doing wrong or, like, why the other kids could get it so easily. It was a very special moment, and I appreciated it. As someone who also fucking... Look, I say I'm dyslexic all the time. I don't think I'm actually dyslexic. It's stolen valor. I've never been diagnosed as dyslexic, but I do struggle with reading, like, a lot. My reading speed is significantly slower than pretty much anybody. But I think it's mostly due to ADD. But I don't know. I fucking struggle with reading a lot. So... even though it probably should not speak to me directly, that moment did speak to me directly. And, I mean, I don't know, I just kind of... I think it's... Even if you don't have dyslexia, it's probably just, like, an innately human level of empathy that you can understand. Like, this is a smart kid that has a lot of expectations on his shoulder, and, you know, clearly... something is going wrong, but he doesn't understand what's going wrong, and he hasn't, you know, been properly diagnosed as dyslexic yet. So he's just doing poorly in a subject for, you know, unfair reasons, basically. Jimmy and the Pulsating Mask, great game. That's like, okay, I'm gonna stop, like, gushing about it, though I have, like, thoroughly enjoyed my time with it. You know what I'm happy about? The thing that I'm most happy about now that I've actually gotten in the groove of streaming? Awkward start, but what fucking start of the stream isn't awkward? I was like, I don't know. I fucking hate having a good day of streaming. Like, that's the worst to me. Like, I joke about, you know, preferring streaming to 0 viewers than, like, having a large audience. There's some truth to that as well, though it's mostly a joke, obviously. I do get, like, genuinely, I don't know, I get paranoid and anxious whenever like, the last stream I did was a good stream. Because that's just too much fucking expectation on me, dude. Like, I'm not funny. I don't know. I thought, like, especially looking back at the last stream, because I did look back to get a few TikTok candidates, which, I haven't done anything with. I clipped them. I've got the files sitting on my computer, but I haven't actually edited them yet. It's just probably partly to do with that paranoia. And, like, I don't know, TikToks especially, like, whenever I'm making a TikTok out of clips, it's happened multiple times in the past, and I always feel bad about it, because I know I shouldn't judge myself as harshly as I do, but oftentimes I'll, like, clip way more clips than I need for TikToks. Not because, like, Dude, I fucking suck at this for some reason. I don't mean like I'm getting too much good content to the point that I don't want to edit all of it. I mean, I probably could edit all of it, but in the process of editing it for TikTok, what am I doing wrong? I don't know exactly what the angle is. Like, I learned this once, and it always, like, kind of works, but I clearly am getting the angle, like, slightly wrong. I'm gonna keep this going because it's not that big of a deal. I also am still awful at menuing. But yeah, what usually happens when I'm, like, editing a large batch of TikToks, obviously it happened more in the past when I was doing it more regularly, but I'm just resetting here now. It happened much more frequently in the past, but I would, like, find a lot of clips, or, like, clippable moments and clip them myself, because obviously, I don't know, not that many people clip things for my channel. But I would get a lot of clips together and be like, these would make for pretty good TikToks. And then while editing them, I'm like way too judgmental of myself, and I'm like, this shit isn't funny at all. And then just scrap them. Which sucks. So that's kind of why I've, I don't know, slightly avoided working on the clips that I've made. Though I'm sure they'll be fine. Like, I've looked at the clips long enough at this point that if I really did deem them unfunny, I probably would have already deleted them, but I think they're fine. I'll edit them at some point. I'm also just lazy. Like I said, I've just been, like, chilling. Not that I haven't been doing anything, though. First off, to finalize the statement I was making earlier, the thing I'm most happy about, now that I'm in the groove of it, is, I'm not fucking talking about The Hobbit basically at all, which is good. I'm glad that we've reached this point so soon, because just being able to autopilot on games and do my, you know, my classic WillPending bullshit rambling is what it's all about, man. Like, I play games because I think games are fun to play, and that's kind of like something you do on Twitch.tv. Not sure if any of you guys know about this, but Twitch.tv is kind of like known for video game content. Less so in the more recent years, but anyways, aside the point. Point I'm trying to make is I have fun playing video games, so I do them. I also have fun talking and rambling, so I do that at the same time, but am somewhat frustrated when I'm having fun with a certain game and that game doesn't let me ramble, because I like to ramble. New water bottle, by the way. That's fun. Okay, I think I need to be looking more to the right than I am. I'm looking, like, way too far to the left. We've potentially... Dude, what is with these garbage menus? We've potentially isolated the issue for that trick. Hopefully. I also, like, suck ass at... Anyone else suck ass at quick tapping F, or just me? I feel like in this game, particularly, the distance between a full tap and a quick tap is very short. Like, you gotta be fucking on that shit. You have to let go of F immediately, unless you want to go into first-person mode. Alright, yeah, stop talking about the game. You're literally just patting yourself on the back about how you're not talking about the game, and then you start talking about the game again? The fuck is up with you, Will? Broken specimen. Okay. I mean, out of any level that pulls my attention away, this is the one. Like, this is the easiest level to die on. Probably in the whole run? It's definitely the easiest to reset on. I think that's a safe assessment. If it's not the easiest to die on, which is like, I don't know, not even a real metric. It's definitely the easiest to, like, lose a large amount of time on, and thus necessitate a reset. It's also, like, fairly close... Oh, fuck off, Bilbo! It's also fairly close to the start of the run, so resets don't feel as bad. Look, I should have turned farther left there, but also, like, god damn it, dude. I hate so much that spacebar lets go of a grab. That's so counterintuitive. I wasn't expecting him to grab there, honestly. I was pressing the jump button not to ledge grab. As hard as that may be to believe, given my track history of pressing spacebar on ledges. I was simply trying to spam the jump button because Bilbo was on, like, a slight slope, and sometimes you can jump out of that situation. But, yeah, as soon as I pressed spacebar, he had ledge grabbed already, so... Whoopsies. My dream world is, like, very inconsistent, but I don't know. It's the Lion King problem. It's that same fucking first annoying-ass jump in the Lion King speedrun for SNES, and I think the same trick is in the Genesis version, too. But it's an annoying jump right at the start of the run that you don't really need to get good at, because it only takes a few seconds to do. Like, yeah, I would certainly get, like, more runs going, and it's probably better for efficiency's sake if I just learn how to do this trick more consistently, but the way I see it is, considering it only takes, like, what? 20 seconds? I probably could have done that slope boost a little bit better if I didn't look away from the screen there, but it only takes 20 seconds to get there. And even if I fail it like once, or sorry, even if I only get it once every 10 tries, like, yeah, that's a lot of wasted time, but at the same time, I don't know, is it really wasted? Like, I'm technically practicing the jump just by failing it over and over again, and eventually that consistency will go up. It's probably not as efficient as it's just, like, I don't know, looking at a guide for how to more consistently set it up, but I'm a busy man. I've been doing a lot of busy work the past week, as you've heard me talk about, I'm sure. Just a busy boy. Nothing but busy work. Hello? Like, that's the one reason I wish I had a full keyboard input display, is to really show how much I'm desperately trying to get the menus to cooperate. They just don't fucking work. They just don't fucking work the way you want them to. God damn it, dude. Come on, Bilbo. I believe in you. Yeah, there you go. We brute force those. We brute force those. It's probably faster than... Oh my fucking god. The amount of times I have to spam the E button, spam the escape button, try and fiddle with the arrow keys, move my mouse to a better position. It's just the worst menu system. It's gonna be hard to beat that. Also, I genuinely can't believe that fucking worked. That was, I was pretty sure I failed it, honestly. That was, like, the jankiest looking troll hole skip I've ever seen, or done. Looked very close to failing. But for all I know, maybe I got the perfect line. That's what it should look like every time. Probably not. Probably not. But what else have I been doing? I've been doing Jimmy, as mentioned. A lot of Jimmy. I'll be real. Like, most of the week was Jimmy. Just an absurd amount of Jimmy in the pulsating mass. Like, we started it... My fucking god. We started it very close to, I would say, like, within probably 1 day of the last stream I did. And we're already at, like, 50-something hours played. So, a shit ton of Jimmy in the pulsating mass. It's kind of wrapped me in its clutches. But, outside of that... Emotes! You know, I did emotes. I added... Well, I made 4 emotes. I think I only added 3 of them. Because, like, Twitch was like, hey, we love affiliates so much. Love affiliates. Love our affiliates. Ignore the fact that we'll ban you with literally no fucking warning over, like, a minor transgression of TOS. We love our affiliates. They have offered affiliates... What is it, like 5 additional emote slots? I can't remember, because, like, I did the one 24-hour stream where I gifted, like, 12 subs to my own channel, and I think that made me reach a subscriber milestone that gave me an additional emote. over what you would normally have. So I don't really remember what the default amount of emote slots was, but I got 4 more, I think. I think I got 4 more standard emote slots. Maybe 5? Whatever it is, I made new emotes. Fucking who cares, right? Who gives a shit? I think I added 4 emotes, and I've got a missing slot in my tier 2 emote slot that I'll, I just don't fucking get it, dude. Sometimes, like, look, I would love to wait until he's, like, fully, like, head in the stone clipped like that, but sometimes, man, sometimes it just works. That was awkward. Sometimes it just works even prior to that level of clippage. Like, when I first learned how to do that, I never waited until he was, like, fully head in stone. But whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Oh my god. Love to see this level of movement prowess. I should really just get used to using my mouse for the menus. I don't know, but I feel like that's training bad muscle memory. I mean, what I'm doing right now is probably also training bad muscle memory, just like spamming every fucking menu button and hoping that it works out appropriately when it never does. It absolutely never does. Awful movement. But, yeah, what was I fucking talking about? Emotes? I got emotes. I made an additional emote as well that I can't add to the channel because, like, I don't know, maybe I've been deemed as not deserving of an animated emote slot, but, like, they said that they were giving affiliates, I think it was 5 additional emote slots, so I'm probably miscounting in my head or something, but, yeah, they said they were starting affiliates out with, I think, 5 additional emotes and 1 animated emote slot. I have yet to receive the animated emote slot. I'm sure it'll probably... They said, the changes will be rolling out in the coming weeks, so I'm sure I'm just being an impatient little baby. But I did spend hours making an animated emote, and I don't have the slot for it yet, so it's a little upsetting, but whatever. I'll be a patient good boy and not complain about Twitch for the 1000th time. Dude, okay, I'm complaining about... Can I complain about one specific streamer? That's probably in poorer taste. Look, I'll avoid naming names, alright? But goddamn, dude. Okay, so I kind of touched on this a little bit when I was talking about the Snake RX dev and their fucking asinine take that you have to be unlikable to be creative. Just kind of a disgusting message, in my opinion. I went to the Steam front page, as you do to, like... Or did I say Steam? Twitch. I went to the Twitch front page, as you do to get to your Twitch channel dashboard, right before I started streaming. And I saw something that, like, deeply upset me on the front page. It was a VTuber, and I've speaked about VTubers in the past, so I'm not gonna take this opportunity to drag all VTubers down just because this particular one was espousing some complete bullshit, in my opinion. I fucking... Just like anything that gatekeeps the idea of creativity, I find absolutely repulsive. And the very first thing I heard when I went to the Twitch front page was this VTuber, clearly sponsored by Adobe while they're on front page, being like, if you want to be a creative streamer, you gotta get Adobe. You just fucking gotta get Adobe. Honestly, nearly made me fucking puke. Hate that shit. Cannot stand it. You don't let anybody fucking tell you need to do X, Y, and Z to be creative. Don't let anybody tell you that, like, oh, you know, children are at their purest, that you'll never be as creative as you were as a child. Fucking society has ruined your creativity. All that complete bullshit. Anybody is as creative as they'll fucking ever be, and I fully encourage anybody who wants to create something, just find whatever way is most accessible to you. Don't let any fucking software company say, hey, You'll never be creative unless you're fucking buying our Adobe $200 a year subscription services. Hey, can I move? Yeah, I am very not a fan of that. But, you know, whatever. Fucking marketing will do what marketing does. I don't have to like it. And most of the time, I would say I fucking hate it. I fucking... Can I jump? I'm not the ad defender. Anyone who's watched me for any amount of time will know that I kind of just despise the concept of ads in general, and I think that it is a cancer on society that should be done with sooner rather than later, but whatever. For the time being, ads are sticking around. Alright, kind of floundering because I don't usually get this far. Let's maybe focus a little bit. We've got like a real chance at a somewhat good run coming up here. Let's like cool it on the anti-ad rage campaign. But fuck ads. And fuck, God, just like, I don't know, like, I'm gonna be defensive of the person who said it, the VTuber, as mentioned. I'm not gonna be too, I'm good at signs. I'm not gonna be too upset towards them on a, wow, I can't believe that hit. On a personal level, because for all I know, like, the ad read said you have to fucking say this, right? Like, I'm not gonna say that it was their fault, but if the ad read didn't fucking tell them to say that shit and they just went and said it, did I miss the sign again? This feels really wrong. Okay, there I go again. God damn it, dude. Why do I suck so bad at the minecart section? Well, the real answer is just I, like, never do the minecart section. Oh my god, Bilbo! What else do you need? Is that wrong? Like, do I want to go this way? I don't fucking know what I'm doing. This feels backwards as hell, dude. This doesn't seem right. Where the fuck am I? This is like a different starting location. I'm thoroughly lost at this point. I should just reset. How fucking deep am I in? 11 minutes, 42 seconds. I should just, I don't know where I am. I'm resetting. And unfortunately, that means I have to reset the entire game because I fiddled with those switches. Fun, fun, fun. Alright. Resetting from scratch. I have to readjust my CPU priority. Oh, fuck, dude. It just, how did this happen? No. Why on earth would that have happened? I, like, clicked something seemingly random on my, stream dashboard and it completely reset the... I think I might have, like, reset it to a default layout or something. Whatever. Annoying. I fixed it. Sorry, I know it's, like, deafeningly loud. I'm suffering, too. I should consider just, like, muting the fucking game and, Alright, let me make sure things are actually working. And I don't need to fix my timer or anything. Yeah, it seems good. I've considered just, like, muting the game entirely and play my own music in the background or something. You don't really need the sound effects or any audio cues for the speedrun. Maybe I'm forgetting something, or maybe with, like, the strats I use, sound isn't important, but some strats require sound. Who fucking knows? The only thing I know is that my life would be much better if I didn't get my headphones blown out by, the audio being buggy in, Overhill, Underhill? No, Barrel? Whatever the fucking... Overhill, Underhill is the hard level that I always die on. Something Barrel. Barrel's out of Bond, I think. That's the one where the audio is particularly buggy. Anyways, fucking, what was I talking about? Haven't watched any anime. Haven't done that. I've done emotes. I've done. Yeah, no, that's about it. Oh, hey, no, I did do something yesterday. It's kind of like a weird, probably non-standard familial arrangement, but my grandpa on my mother's side, like my mom's mom died at like a fairly young age, which is unfortunate. My grandpa remarried, and they're like my grandpa's remarried wife's grandchildren, for some reason, like that, there's no real family ties there, but just because, you know, we would go over to our grandparents' house when we were younger, and the grandchildren on that side of the family would visit as well. We got tied up in their family lineage. So yeah, I don't know. They're not really related to us at all, but we know them as like not really family, but just as like dudes we know. We hung out with like our cousins a lot as well, which is extra strange because they're not cousins to them at all. Like it's really like there's no relation to these two children whatsoever, but they were at like a handful. See, I didn't think that would work, but it just worked. They were at a handful of family gatherings growing up, so we knew them. But they both moved overseas. I think it's just like, I don't know, their parents, which I've never met. I know it's fucking weird. Like, I'm trying to... This is, like, the least relatable family relation whatsoever. I've never met their parents at all. I don't think. To my memory, I've never met their parents. But, yeah, just always known them around when we would visit our grandparents. Grandpa / step-grandma. Whatever you want to fucking call the situation. But, yeah, so they for a long time, I think both of them lived in the UK. I don't remember what part, but didn't see them hardly ever for the majority of my life growing up. Only, like, very young, and then there was a huge fucking gap, and then we saw them again. Oh, please work. Let's go. That should never have worked. We saw them again yesterday for, like, the first time in, like, 16 fucking years. Which is kind of awkward, you know? I basically have no idea who these people are anymore. You know, even knowing them as children, kind of, and, like, we hardly knew them as children. That's 16 years is a long-ass fucking time. Like, they're more or less complete strangers by that point. Can't believe that rock didn't hit me. Feeling #blessed right now. And also, like, I don't know. I can't blame my step-grandma for wanting to, like, have a nice event, but they did it in possibly the most awkward way they could have, which is we were going to eat at, like, my grandpa's favorite Mexican restaurant, and, I mean, that's, like, a whole fucking story in it of itself, because my grandpa is, like, the only fucking human being on the planet to have, like, a subscription service to a restaurant. He's well off. Let's put it that way. He's a particularly well-off grandpa. He's worked in oil his whole life. Not as, like, a fucking, you know, Dallas oil tycoon who's got, like, a well in his backyard or anything, but he's well off. So yeah, he would go to this fucking Mexican restaurant so often that he struck a deal with the owner and was like, hey, I'll pay you, like, this amount every year, and could you just give me, like, endless free meals for the year? And they came to an agreement. He does end up saving money on it, but it is, like, a bit of a price to pay every year. That being said, it makes sense why he always suggests we eat there when he, you know, he's basically got fucking stock in it, right? Like, he's already spent the money. He needs to get his value's worth. I can't... Oh! That was me seconds away from saying I can't believe I've nailed this trick as often as I've nailed it today, considering I've gotten no practice since last stream and was not particularly good at it. And then I proceeded to press spacebar to ledge grab and died. That was fun. Anyway, yeah, so we were gonna go to that Mexican restaurant, but it's like a fairly popular Mexican restaurant in Houston, especially in the area, and it's always quite crowded and loud. So my step-grandma's idea of a good time was she set out, like, a bit of a charcuterie plate. I mean, there wasn't meat, but there was cheese and crackers, just a cheese and cracker plate. And she wanted us to all, like, socialize prior to going to the restaurant, which is really just, like... I mean, I already introduced the situation in a way that would, you know, make it apparent how awkward it was going to be if nothing extra was happening. But, like, that really was an extra fucking level of awkwardness I didn't need. So we were all, like, put on the spot to fucking socialize. Like, this is our socialization time. We have a fucking reservation for this restaurant in, like, 2 hours. Find some way to make conversation with people you know nothing about for 2 hours. We made it work, but, I mean, you know, I hardly offered anything to the conversation. I mean, it's just, like, really hard for me to care. Like, I don't know. My mom was like, oh, you know, Cole, which is one of the grandchildren. Cole and you have so much in common. Like, I'm sure you guys would hit it off if you just started talking about things. I tried. And, you know, like, look. The way I judge myself in socializing events like that, like, this is the most awkward approach to how to socialize you'll ever hear. The way I approach it is I say very little unless I know what I'm going to say is fucking gold. And then I judge myself on how many things I've said versus how many of those things got laughs. And I gotta say, I was hitting it. I was hitting it out of the park on that night. I didn't say much, but when I spoke, almost everyone was a laugh. The only one that didn't land as well as I'd like is the other of the grandchildren. Nicole, I think, is her name? Honestly, I kind of forget. I don't really know these people, gonna be real. I think it's Nicole and Cole, though, which is a great combo. It shouldn't be hard to remember, but somehow I find it hard to remember. Yeah, she was talking about how learning programming at school was, like, the ultimate environment for mansplaining nerds, which I, like, can completely understand. I had no doubt in my mind, like, just fucking talking to other people, like other peers of mine, with programming. I'm just like, this is not a fucking engaging conversation for anyone. And it's always the worst when the other person tries to make it about themselves. Which is most of the time, honestly. The only one I can, like, comfortably talk about programming with is my friend Austin. Because, I don't know, we're both at the level that we know, like, yeah, neither of us are, like, good programmers. We just do a good job at what we do, which is, like, google.com/Stack Exchange. Like, you don't have to be a good programmer to program. Like, he works at a real fucking company, with, like, a good salary, and still comes to me for help, which is, you know, nice. Like, he doesn't have to. He's really inflating my ego more than he knows, probably. But I'm always happy to assist. But anyways, yeah, fuck talking about programming in general. It's usually just an awful time where not so well-adjusted individuals will take it as their excuse to make their own ego their entire personality for a moment, which is never fun for the the person on the receiving end of that. But, yeah, no, so my joke was, here you go, get ready for my joke. My joke was, I was going to mansplain mansplaining to them. And, fuck, I think I'm dead. Yeah, okay, I shouldn't have... I stuttered on the joke, I was too distracted, I didn't do either thing well there. Yeah, so I was going to mansplaining to them, and I think the joke would have landed if they had known that, I mean, basically anything about me. If they had known my personality, I think they would have realized that I was joking, but I guess I sold the bit too hard, and they just genuinely thought I was mansplaining to them. Thankfully, upon explaining what I was doing, I got some pity laughs afterwards. Oops. Never hit right mouse button. It's the first time I've done that on accident. So, yeah, you know, the pity laughs were worth it, I guess. The uncomfortable 10 seconds where I sold the bit too hard, I could have done without, but... It's like, you know, I was really expecting them to laugh with the first line. Well, actually! But they fucking took it hook, line, and sinker. They fully believed I was being genuine. But, you know, outside of that, I think it went mostly well. I would say the least favorite part of the night for me was, we had driven together. It was my mom, my sister, and myself. And my mom had driven us both, because, I don't know, I mean, even if I did love driving, which I don't, I fucking hate driving, even if I love driving, it's still just, like, a weird situation to be in a car with, like, a sibling and a parent, and not have the parent drive. To me, I don't know. I'm sure it's more normal once you're moved out, but being a guy who still lives with his mom, it would have felt weird if I had driven us there. But anyways... Yeah, I don't fucking like driving, so I take every opportunity I can to not drive. And, my mom drove us there. No problems. But then at the Mexican restaurant, both my mother and my sister got a few drinks too deep. Few more than they should have. So I had to take the role of designated driver, which I didn't sign up for, but, you know, being the only person in the family who doesn't drink, like, I guess it's kind of... natural that role falls to me, even though I... Sincerely, like, I don't know how much I can stress enough. Like, I do not like driving whatsoever. I was so envious, too, because hearing about their lives outside of the U.S., since I said, you know, they lived in the U.K., one of them lived in, like, London for a large majority of her life, and the other moved to, like, Hong Kong for a few years, and then now lives in Germany. Like, they've lived abroad for the majority of their lives, which is cool. Especially when you consider the question my sister asked was, do either of you know how to drive? And both of them. I was surprised to see both of them. I thought one, sure, but I thought that Nicole living in London would still know how to drive. But nah, neither of them fucking knew how to drive. Blows me away. I wish I lived in, like, a place where there was any public transport whatsoever, or, like, walkability was a thing that the city cared about whatsoever. I saw a video, like, this is a few months back at this point, but there was, like, a video that nearly brought me to tears. It was talking about, like, how abhorrent Houston's city design is from, like, the perspective of someone who either doesn't want to or can't drive. And yeah, fucking Houston is, like, about as bad as it fucking gets. Like, the city is designed around cars, and if you do not have a car or any access to someone else who has a car, you're kind of just fucked. The public transport is nearly non-existent. It's not particularly good, what does exist. And they don't really care to expand on that. So I would yeah, you know, I planned on moving out for plenty of other reasons, but I'm especially looking forward to living in a place that is slightly more walkable, just because I love walking. Like, for as much ounce of hate as I have for driving, I truly do love walking. I'm not gonna say, like, it's impossible. Obviously you can. And, like, I do walk to places that are close enough, but, like, it's not a pleasant walking experience. Like, yeah, you can walk from point A to B, obviously, so long as you have legs. I should focus up a little bit when I get to that point. There's been so many runs that I've just fucked up on those platforms, which is kind of sad, considering that's like probably the easiest part of Overhill Underhill. Bean Jump brings it up a bit, but I've like gotten past most of the difficult stuff by that point. So I should try my hardest to not be a complete dunce when I get there. I don't know how long today's stream is, by the way. I'm expecting to stop soon after Cassidy gets home from work, which should be in like, I don't know, I've been streaming for like an hour, is probably going to happen. Nice, dude. Within like an hour and a half of now. So it's not going to be a super long stream, but I just wanted to do like a stream, because like my schedule's been a little fucked lately, in general. Like I said like my schedule was fixed the last time I streamed. I immediately fucked it up over the week that I was just chilling. Who would have thought? When you don't really have any reason to get up at a good time, you tend not to get up at a good time. That's probably not true for everyone, but it's certainly true for me. Like, I just lean more towards staying up later at night, just because, like, I don't know, it's more comfortable for me. You know, it's not, like, the worst to cook while other people are in the kitchen, but, like, you know, I prefer to listen to, like, live streams and stuff on my phone, and I always feel kind of awkward when I'm in the kitchen listening to something, and, like, my mom is also trying to, like, listen to something on the TV. It's just an awkward environment for me. So for, you know, plenty of reasons. It's not like I'm avoiding my mom or anything, but I just prefer staying up at night. And just, like, in general, like, even if I wasn't living at my mom's place, I would probably still prefer to stay up at night, just because it's, I don't know, it's cozier to me. It's quieter. Well, quieter except for when the neighbors let their dog out in the middle of the night and just let it cry all night long. That's not the most fun. But outside of that, it's mostly nice. Anyways, what else do I have to talk about? I think that's the end of awkward grandchildren exchange. I guess there's one other thing to talk about that that also added to the awkwardness aspect, is that Nicole brought her boyfriend from the UK, and like, I literally know nothing about this guy, but, like, he's some level of a public figure. Like, maybe if I, you know, caught up on UK news, I would know who this guy is. But, yeah, he's some level of a public figure that, like, you might know if you live in the UK. I'm not going to say his name, because that makes things more awkward for me. But yeah, I didn't fucking know who he is. He seemed like a somewhat nice guy. I don't know. I always just feel awkward talking to... look, he clearly took himself very seriously, is what I'm going to land on. And I find that kind of person really difficult to engage with, because, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't really jive with my sense of humor. I tend to want to make jokes at everyone's expenses, and I feel like with someone who takes themselves too seriously, they wouldn't really get in on that or think it's funny. So, I mean, yeah, it was just kind of awkward in general, having like everyone by themselves except one person brought their significant other. I think my sister was gonna bring her boyfriend as well, but he ended up dodging at the last second, which is probably for his own good, because it was particularly awkward, but... whatever. I had to sit there. I had to live with it. If I had to live with it, I want to drag everyone else down with me. Ooh, audio glitch in Dream World? Never heard that one before. The fucking audio... I mean, there are so many things stacked up against this game's audio. Like, I really should just fucking mute it. It's not well, I don't know. I say it's not particularly good. There are a few songs that I kind of like in the soundtrack. I made a joke, a very, very funny joke, when Cassidy and I were playing Path of Exile a few weeks ago. We always, you know, try and find a decent music playlist to listen to, because you've listened to the Path of Exile soundtrack like 8,000 times and you decide that that's enough. I don't know. People are weird about, like... I've never really gotten, like, big, intense, somewhat orchestral music in games. Like, people make such a fucking big deal about, like, the Souls game OSTs and, like, oh my god, this boss theme is the best thing I've ever fucking heard. I just find it really cheesy. Like, it is very much not my kind of music. I don't know, to some degree, that's what I feel about Path of Exile's soundtrack as well. Like, everyone who's, like, super praising of the Path of Exile soundtrack, there are some good ones, don't get me wrong. Like, they do use leitmotifs in the way you would want them to in a video game. Like, the most significant one worth noting is, like, Solaris and Lunaris. Nice long jump there. Solaris and Lunaris have, like, a theme that kind of plays through the entirety of Act 8, I think is the Solaris and Lunaris act. I'm throwing away some nerd cred here by not knowing that. It's definitely Act 8. But, yeah, like, it rises and then, you know, builds to the boss fight, which you finally hear, like, the theme in its entirety. And yeah, there are good moments in the soundtrack, don't get me wrong. But it's just, like, I don't know, it's not my kind of music. Like, I wouldn't listen to it outside of the game environment. Same thing for Souls OSTs. Like, I really, like, Souls OSTs especially, I'm just like, I don't get what all these fucking nerds are screaming about. Like, oh, Ludwig's theme in Bloodborne is the best track I've ever heard in my entire goddamn life. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Maybe it is. It's just not my kind of music. Sorry, I don't mean to be, like, super judgmental, even though that's kind of like my character. It's kind of like who I am, is being the judgmental asshole. But it's okay. I judge myself as well. It's okay to judge other people critically, so long as you also say, I'm also a dumbass, and I don't fucking know what good music is. Teehee. Dude, I'm kind of a music snob, I won't lie. I got some tracks, I got some good tracks. I recently found an album that I hadn't listened to in years, and, was brought back thanks to the YouTube algorithm showing me, like, an album. I genuinely, like, I listened to it in definitely high school. Maybe middle school? I don't remember how old the album is, but, it is... What is it called? Fucking see, I never remember the names of albums, which is why I lost it for so long. I think it's something similar to, like, The Blood, the Body, and the Machine by the Thermals. That's very, very good. I've been listening to that again recently. All-time classics. I mean, as far as, like, modern music goes, I mean, Bill Wirtz, look, I think the guy's good. And I do love a lot of his songs. But as far as internet musicians, like people who are known for, like, their presence on YouTube as well as their music, I gotta send it to Jack Stauber first and foremost, because I am basically in love with everything Jack Stauber does. But, like, goddamn, his music is really good. And Pilot Red Sun also has, like, a lot of really good listenable tracks. That's usually what our go-to is for playing Path of Exile, is Pilot Red Sun's. Like, I mean, oh, look, so much of his music isn't public. Like, what's up with that, dude? Like, well, I mean, I think that, obviously, like, all of it's public. Like, I think it's on his SoundCloud. But as far as the stuff he's, like, released in album format, like, a lot of it is neglected when he's got a lot of good music. I don't know, maybe he's got, like, big plans, or maybe he just, like, doesn't think his music's that good, but I listen to a lot of it a lot of the time, so Bill Wirtz is still good. Like, I don't mean to rag on Bill Wirtz. I mean, look, the guy, he's doing well for himself. I don't need to defend him necessarily either. But, I don't know, like, while I will, like, the lyrics to Bill Wirtz songs are completely, you know, not the key focus. Like, who really cares about what the lyrics are? They just kind of like, I mean, he's kind of said in the past, like, they're mostly just words to fit the music. He does like the music first and foremost, and then finds lyrics to fit it. Not that he doesn't have like songs with meaning to the lyrics, just that it's seemingly a backseat to the rest of what's going on when he is making music. Anyways, yeah, fucking, I find it hard to like, I don't know. I wouldn't just, like, I like listening to Bill Wurt's music, but it's not the kind of thing I would, like, throw on to listen to. Like, it's not in my working music playlist, just because, like, I don't know, the lyrics do distract me a little. They pull my attention away ever so lightly. You know? Here I am trying to think about, how to fucking make this UI not look like dog shit in my game, and then I'm all I can think about is Mount St. Helens. It's a little distracting. What did he mean by the gift shop is empty, or however the fuck that song is? It's been a while since I listened to Mount St. Helens. Anyways, music, dude. I like it. I listen to it. Anyone else listen to this music stuff? Just me? Just me, huh? I say I'm a music snob. Like, I don't know. I don't really care. Look, if you ask me about the opinion on a song, I'll give my honest opinion. Like, I don't know. You're kind of the asshole in that situation if you're asking for my honest opinion and get upset when I say I think it's shit. I probably wouldn't say it so abrasively unless we're, like, really familiar and you know I'm kind of joking. But, yeah. You know? I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh my god, so true, bestie. Best song ever. I do have a somewhat picky music taste. Like, look, for all of the classic rock songs I do enjoy, I kind of fucking hate songs that, like, just do the same shit over and over again. Like, a lot of, like, Beatles is very guilty of this. A lot of classic rock songs, like, they get, like, one musical passage, one fucking stanza, one line of notes, and they just, like, repeat it 12 times, and that's the whole fucking song. It gets on me, my nerves a little bit. But it does make a lot of... I mean, look, I'm not gonna say, like, I'm bound by any particular genre. Wow, nice fucking rock, dude. Like, I mean, I'll say I don't really like hip-hop rap that much, as wide as that makes me. I just, like, I don't know. I'm sure there's some that I probably would like if I just gave the genre more time to gestate. But, it just doesn't immediately grab me. Like, I mean, I for what I just said about Bill Wurt's lyrics, like, while I do find some lyrics particularly distracting, I also don't really like music in which the lyrics matter. Like, I don't know, for me, I think that's, like, some of the appeal to hip-hop is, like, oh shit, fucking he said that? They went and fucking said that live on air? And that's just, I don't know, I kind of just treat the lyrics as, like, another instrument, which I know, I literally just talked about Bill Wurt's lyrics being distracting and pulling me away from it, but for the most part, like fucking Yes lyrics, for example, like none of that shit makes any goddamn sense. And that's kind of like the balance I like. I mean, I know I'm just like a fucking, I'm your typical prog freak. Just saying, oh, you know, oh, this is why prog rock is the definitive rock, and everyone should listen to prog rock instead of generic classic rock. But anyways, I'm not actually like that as much as I joke. I kind of am, though. I prefer, if you're going to have lyrics, they're not, like, too... Okay, goddamn, dude. They're not too absurd to the point of distraction, but they're also not too important that, like, the song doesn't have meaning unless you're listening to what the words mean. I prefer when the music is the meaning, and it's just like, hey, you ever think about doing this? You ever think about doing this with music? And I go, wow, you really made it sound good. I'm proud of you. That's what I want. Which, you know, not like I'm in some sort of minority and I need to defend myself or that kind of thing. I'm probably in the majority there. But I cannot relate when people are like, oh my god, this song moved me. Lyrics are so meaningful. I've never found meaning in a song's lyrics. And I don't mean to be judgmental about that either. I'm not saying like that's surface level music enjoyment or anything. Though it probably comes across that way. Look, just at my core, I'm a little bit of a music snob, alright? You just got to accept that about me, and if you don't accept that about me, that's fine too. I'll take the you are the asshole in this situation. That's fine. I probably deserve it. All right, let's focus up slightly. I can't fucking go an entire another stream without a single completed run. God damn it, dude. Why would I want the edge? I don't even know if there's a proper term for that. Whenever Bilbo slashes at, like, the very edge of a jump, he, like, goes flying off of it. Why, when I want those to happen, they never fucking do. But they always show up when you don't expect them. Disgusting behavior, Bilbo. Hello, welcome home. Before you ask, the answer is no, I'm probably not going to stream too much longer, but I would like to finish one run. Like, that's like bare minimum requirement. I seriously can't do 2 fucking streams of Hobbit speedruns and not finish a run. I mean, I probably just need to be... Like, this is the same problem. I mean, it was kind of like a... a forced issue with The Lion King. Like, I made it a point that I didn't really care about my time in Lion King until I did start going for top 20 or whatever I was fucking going for. But I made it a point that I only really cared about doing one sick run. That's kind of like accidentally started happening with The Hobbit. Like, I would also like to have a decent time in The Hobbit, but I'm judging myself way too critically on a run-by-run basis. Like, I should probably be accepting of deaths. Like, I can probably still get a decent sub-20 time if I have a death, like, at the midway of Overhill Underhill. I have plenty of time to make up throughout the entire run. Okay, let's... Yes, dude! No, dude! Yes, dude! Okay. I was going to say, finally, I got a decent clip there. Almost fell apart, but, I mean, it kind of did fall apart. I would no longer call it a decent clip, but it was a clip. I didn't have to wait there for too long. Alright, we got there. I'm getting much better at Troll Hole, which is nice. I think I've only fucked it up once today. That's kind of surprising. Because I'm not really taking too long to set it up. I really should have accepted that death. But it's so hard for me. Like, I don't know. I get in this mode where, like, I know I can do something better. And obviously, yeah. Like, I could probably fucking get the world record right now if I cared to. I just don't want to, is the thing. But when I know I can do... like a decent run, I find myself throwing away a lot of pretty good runs. Just because I know I can do ever so slightly better. My Bilbo Elo looking strong? Thank you. I've done no practice, so I'm glad you've noticed. But I really should just fucking suck it up. It's really, like, look, I'm the baby in this situation. Like, I could have a sub 20 probably on that first stream I did if I didn't just throw away every, like, microscopic little slip up I have. So I realize this is like a mental problem with me. This is This is your first encounter. You've heard of man versus nature, man versus Hobbit. This is man versus mental. Like, the proper term for it is man versus himself, but man versus mental sounds way cooler. I think we should change it to that. All school systems everywhere start saying man versus mental. But anyways, do they still say that at all? Kind of problematic, dude. Shouldn't it be person versus nature? Disgusting. You disgust me, school system. God damn it, dude. I knew that setup wasn't gonna work. It was awkward as hell. But now I get the time to set it up. Like, if I actually set it up, 0% fail rate. Literally never gonna fail it. But when I'm trying to do fast, I mess it up. More or less. I mean, not even that often. I would say, well, most tricks I do 1 out of 10 times, that's a trick I fail 1 out of 10 times. Which is definitely closer to the metric I'm looking for. I've been doing this section slightly better. It's not, like, as fast as it should be, but I have gotten a lot of overhill, underhill practice. I can't wait to, like, look back at the VOD and realize that I'm saying, like, the name of every level absolutely wrong. Because I have no idea what the names of these levels are. I think this is overhill, underhill. I don't know that for sure. I just kind of guess. It's more of a by feel than by know type of situation. I'm very glad. I actually, like, I really contemplated hard about learning the difficult way to do this upcoming section. It doesn't save that much time. Oh my fucking god, what did I even land on there? I didn't know that that branch was physical. I should be dead right now. I should absolutely be dead. But there is a faster way of doing this that's non-RNG dependent, but it's like I would say harder than bean jump level jump. Like, it's a pretty fucking hard... Fucking son of a bitch. God damn... I'm resetting. Like, what do you... When the fucking boulder falls on you right before you make the jump, what do you do? It's like the only RNG section in the entire run. Yeah, I did kind of use my chakra to levitate. That was like a fucking, what's it, deadly premonition? That was a very deadly premonition moment. I definitely should have died when I jumped off the ledge earlier and somehow miraculously landed on a branch. So, the universe repaid me by fucking dropping a boulder on my head. Mid-jump animation. Unfortunate, but fair. Hard but fair. You play a hard ball game, Bilbo. But god damn it, I respect you. I can't wait for the days when I have a completed run in this game and can actually, like, have a reason to reset. Because, like, I mean, there really is no fucking reason for me to reset whatsoever. When I haven't finished a run. Like, you should... I'm definitely doing speedrunning the wrong way. I fully understand that. You should just finish a run at all to begin with. And, just having that, like... Say it takes you a fucking hour. And I'm not saying that, like, you should feel bad about it. Though it's, you know, it's not a great time. I think we would all agree that doing the PC run of Bilbo Baggins' adventure in an hour is not wicked fast. But say you had an hour-long run. That's still a better time than me. And because of that, I feel like just having that hour backbone to rest on, it probably makes it more approachable to, like, stay on a dog shit run. Like, if I knew I was going to make, like, a statistical improvement and, like, increase my standings on the leaderboards just by, like, seeing a run through to the end, I would probably see a lot more runs through to the end. But because I just haven't committed to actually finishing anything, I have a valid excuse for wanting to make, like my first run a big fucking entrance. But it's really not the way you should go about things. I fully understand the way I treated the Lion King speedruns and the way I'm currently treating the Hobbit speedruns is among the worst for your own personal mental and, like, wanting to stay engaged in the speedrun. Probably the worst ways you could approach it. But I'm having fun still. So if I'm having fun, that's all I really care about. And speedruns are so fucking easy to talk over, dude. Like, I really ran through the entire week of absence in the first hour of the stream, because I literally didn't do jack shit except make a few emotes and play a shit ton of Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. Which I could go on and on about for hours, because I love Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass and more people should play it. But it's also kind of hard to talk about without spoiling things, because the things I want to talk about... Like, look, I mean, I could go a little bit deeper in why the combat is good and satisfying. Like, literally every single boss has been unique. Like, what fucking JRPG do you play where you actually notice a difference in the boss mechanics outside of their theme? It's like non-existent. It's unheard of. I didn't press E fast enough because the goddamn smoke was in my way and I couldn't see. These boulders are being particularly aggressive today. It is my own fault and I'm still bad. I could have just pressed E there, but whatever. I'm not going to reset on that one. If I had died, I probably would have, but it's fine. We're fine. But yeah, I don't know many JRPGs. I played a handful of JRPGs. It's you know, not my bread and butter. I've listed the reasons I don't particularly like them in the past, but, you know, I still find myself playing them because there are stories to be told in JRPGs. And I think there's more interesting stories to be told. Like, if anything has, like, demonstrated, like, I don't know, just like a change in my mental for the Dragon Quest series. Like, I used to say I love the Dragon Quest series, and I still kind of do. Like, it's got a soft spot in my heart. But I could have made it to the second jump there. That was wicked fast. Like, look, I'm definitely more attached to Dragon Quest over, like, any other JRPG series. Like, I have no real attachment to Pokemon. I played them as a kid, but that wasn't gonna make it. No chance in hell. Just one more good bean jump, and I'm fucking in it. I can't believe I had, like, such a good run so close to the start of this, and I just fucked up on the minecart section. Like, how embarrassing is that? It's, like, literally a goddamn quick time event, and I just completely whiffed every single input, like an absolute Neanderthal. But, yeah, it certainly struck a particular nerve in my brain going from Dragon Quest 11 to, or 11? That's the one, right? The most recent main franchise Dragon Quest game. From playing that to Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass, I'm just like, god fucking damn, dude. Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass does, like, literally everything better than Dragon Quest 11. Like, there's not a single thing. No, I was gonna say, like, maybe monster design, but Jimmy has had, like, very diverse and interesting monster design, too. Like, aesthetically, I mean. As well as mechanically. It really has just blown me away on all accounts. But, yeah, especially when comparing it to, like, the very last JRPG we played. It's just, like, such a stark difference. And maybe good reason that I should probably avoid. Look, I say I should avoid it. I know for a fact I'm going to be playing Dragon Quest 12 or 13 or whatever the fuck the new one is when it comes out. That being said, can I get through the wall, please? That being said, oh my god, dude. Is this a reset? Is this... No. I'm not gonna. I want to, though. I really, truly do want to reset on that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, AAA JRPGs just seem particularly uninspired. And not just AAA JRPGs. Let's take the whole fucking system on trial here. Just AAA games in general. I feel like they've just been behind the ball for a long time at this point. And this is just, you know, indie elitism. Like, I get to say this because I'm an indie dev. But, like, really, I don't know. There aren't many compelling reasons for me to ever want to play, like, any of the AAA games that have been released in, like, the past 2 fucking decades. Well, okay, sorry, From Software. From Software is the only one I still enjoy. And, I don't know, they get, like, kind of a bad rap for doing things differently. Like, whenever a From Software game is released, there's always... I don't know why people are so controversial about the difficulty in FromSoft games. Like, it's so fucking funny to me, because from my eyes, I mean, look, a lot of people use the false argument that FromSoft games, Souls games, Soulsborne games, whatever the fuck you want to call them by, people use the false argument that they're difficult on purpose, and I don't think that's, like, look, especially if you're trying to, like, explain to someone who wants more accessibility options, it's like by far the worst way you could explain it. Like that is some gatekeeping elitist attitude. The real thing you should be talking about with FromSoft games, and why they're kind of like one of the only examples on the market doing accessibility in a decent way, is wow, I've never done that on accident before, is the fact that FromSoft games typically give you, like, a lot of different tools and ways you can approach each situation. Sorry, mouthful of vowels and consonants there. Like, I think Sekiro is a pretty good example of, like, the ninja tools they give you in that game are, like, a little bit absurd. Like, especially when you get fucking firecrackers. Like, you can basically stunlock every single boss in the game just using, like, slightly upgraded firecrackers. The game definitely gives you tools to, I don't know, I don't want to say, like, cheese bosses or, like, cheese your way out of difficult situations, because, like, I feel like the term cheese in general kind of goes against what I'm trying to say. And, like, I don't know. To me, when people talk about, like, cheesing a boss in a Souls game, I always find that counterproductive and, I don't know, not a good way of thinking, because I don't like the look of this. I mean, while you might consider it cheese, I mean, that, wow, nice bounce, Bilbo. I don't know, man. It's just like, yeah. I would say that most people are probably gonna fight the boss, like, head on, and there is some level of, like, ego tied to that. Like, oh, you fucking used firecrackers on this boss? You didn't use it, you didn't beat this boss on, like, soul level 1, no equipment upgrades, you know, that kind of bullshit. Like, you're always gonna get people who are like that. But I feel like the general audience considering certain things cheese is, I don't know. Like, that's just a valid way of playing. Like, they put those items in the game for a reason. Just because they give you an advantage. Like, it's so fucking stupid to me. Like, in what other fucking game are people like, don't use any items that give you any sort of advantage because that's cheese? Like, that's always felt kind of, I don't know, it leaves a poor taste in my mouth. Like, if people are having a good time with the game and are like, holy shit, you know, did you know that if you take the master key and find the golden pine resin before the Taurus demon, you can, like, absolutely destroy it in 3 hits? Like, in most games, people would be like, oh, dude, sick strategy. Like, oh, I've got to start doing that now. I'm going to use the golden pine resin on the Taurus demon every time. I don't know why people are so fucking toxic about Dark Souls. I think it's just, like, the kind of people who play the game. Like, for my short-lived work experience in a restaurant, because I had to move away, is why I didn't work there too long. But, and also, it just fucking sucked. Like, I probably wouldn't have worked there too long if I didn't move. But, anyway, point aside, I'm talking about my coworkers there. The only coworkers I knew who played games, I immediately knew I was not going to get along with them. Because, like, fuck, dude. It's so secondhand embarrassment that I find it difficult to actually say, even as a joke, and, like, making fun of this person. But, like, they were talking about a particular engagement with a customer, because they were both waiters, and he used the phrase, after I was done waiting that table, I had a big "you died" moment, right? Like Dark Souls, you died, get it? Yeah, that basically made me want to stay as far away from those two guys as possible. Like, it's the same kind of thing, like, anyone remember when, what is it, Bandai Namco? The publisher of the Dark Souls games made, like, official Dark Souls merchandise, and it was, like, it was that level of like, absolutely unself-aware, embarrassing, like, dog shit, you know, I'm wearing this shirt because I'm a country boy born in April 13th, and I'm a Taurus, except related to Dark Souls. It was very bad. And that's, yeah, I would fully 100% believe that either of those two guys I'm talking about would have owned that shirt, unironically. It says a lot about your attitude and personality, honestly. Like, if I ever saw someone wearing the, like, Dark Souls mimic shirt that says "you died" on it, I would walk 360, turn 360 degrees, walk away, ruin the joke. Still not funny. That's my life. Alright. Let's finish Overhill Underhill. How many times have I gotten past Overhill Underhill? I think it's like just the one time. I think I got to the minecart level once and fucked up the minecart segment, haven't made it back there. This is peak never finished a run gameplay, if I've ever seen it. Like, I'm on good pace on, like, most of these runs. And I would probably maintain good pace, even if I, like, just took the L and, died. Even a couple times in the run. Like, not every death is created equal. Like, if I somehow died here, that's a much more impactful death than dying, like, right at the start on, like, the first difficult jump of Overhill. Like, even fucking up that jump, like, I could fuck up that rope jump 20 goddamn times and still make sub 20, probably. Saying that with fairly limited confidence, because I know that in all likelihood, I'm probably just gonna, like, get to, what is it, inside info and fuck up that skip a handful of times. I'd like to keep as much time available for the later levels, because I genuinely have not practiced anything. Like Cloud's Burst, dude. I made it to Cloud's Burst twice. Twice! Am I not in? I am in. Come on. I made it to Cloud's Burst twice last stream and fucked them up both in ways I had never fucked them up before. So I'm fully expecting at least amateur tier Cloud's Burst. Please make it. Thank you. It's fine if you ledge grab. Alright, slight focus. I should make a save here, but I'm not gonna, dude. I'm a fucking rowdy little guy. I don't follow the rules. I don't finish my runs. Are you insane? Nice, dude, nice. Alright. We're doing well here. Finally making it out of Overhill again. Like, genuinely, this is like the thing I should be least afraid of. It's comical that this is where my thoughts are headed. I'm afraid of the minecarts. I'm actually afraid I'm gonna fuck up the minecarts again. Because, like, I don't even really know... I guess I just need to press the button, like, way in advance. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should make a fucking practice save for the minecarts, as funny as that is. I don't think you're ever supposed to have difficulties with that. Ugh. Ugh! No. I mean, this is a fairly unimpactful trick to mess up, but... Thank you. I always talk to that guy like 20 times. Alright. Now, I'm fully entering no reset territory. I don't want to do overhill, underhill again today. I'm just gonna finish this run, no matter how fucking dog shit it is. And, wow, it almost became more dog shit. No matter how dog shit it is, I'm gonna wrap it up, have a completed run, and call it a day. Because I'm keeping my girlfriend waiting. And no one wants to do that. Not in, like, a weird way. Just like, you know, I want to spend time with my girlfriend, too. Okay, what was this fucking awkward... Where am I? Where the fuck did I go? Holy shit, I went in just, like, the complete wrong direction. Good start. Good start to spider level. Kind of floundering. Ugh. We'll take that 10 or 15 second time loss. It's not that big of a deal. Stop talking to Bofer, or whoever that is. I'm genuinely so fucking nervous about every single trick here. Every little bit of movement has me sweating. Oh god, I hate doing that. It's not that hard to fix, but it always makes it a little awkward. Okay. Don't sweat it, dude. You're a fucking champ. You got this. Easy sub 20 incoming. Ignore the fact that, I don't know, you're only like halfway done with the levels. You got this, dude. You got this. Okay, please don't fuck up the minecart segment. Please. Yes! He's doing it. He's actually beginning to believe. Oh god, I barely fucking hit that. No! Okay. That one, I think, is the least problematic to miss. Okay, he's done it. He's actually passed the minecarts. Ugh, okay. Feels good. Feels good. We're getting farther than we've gotten today. You'll love to see it. That being said, I do kind of think that the next level is flies and spiders, right? I think that that's probably the hardest level for me. God, I don't really know where I'm supposed to do that jump. That was awkward. Yeah, flies and spiders, okay. Yeah, it's probably the trick heaviest level in the run. As far as, like, how many slope boosts and... Holy shit, that was wicked. As far as how many slope boosts you have to do. But it's also the most fun level, so even if I stay here longer than I want, I'm having a good time while I'm doing it. Right? I can't say that for most levels. Overhill, I'm looking at you, Overhill. I always fuck this jump up. Not today, bitch! Not today. I always fuck this slope boost up. Oh, okay, that's probably the best way I could have fucked it up. Come on. Nice. That was still pretty fast, even though I fucked it up. Okay. Oh, thank God I wiggled my way out of there because I actually could have soft-locked. Come on, Bilbo. You can feel that I'm sweating now. I'm very nervous. Oh, God. Speedruns suck, dude. Never get into speedruns. They'll take a few years off your life. God damn it, dude. I fucking hate it when it messes up like that. That is the most frustrating way you can mess up that trick. Because, like, you do the trick correctly. This is me. This is, like, hardcore copium. I did it right. I did everything right. Why isn't it paying for the fruits of my labor? Okay. I almost fucked that one up as well, but whatever. Yeah, it's always annoying when you nail the slope boost, but go too far. Because there's, I don't know, I mean, I know it's just because I have a bad angle getting started there, but There's only so much you can do to control that. I fucked up and lost like 8 minutes here last time. Let's try and avoid that. I was doing like a non-grounded slope boost. Turns out this is a grounded slope boost. Oops. I still fucked it up, but now that I know this is a grounded slope boost, I am probably not going to fuck it up too much. Hopefully. Okay. Good start. Good start. It's like right around this green smudge. I think it's like, this seems like a good angle. I bounced off the wall a bit. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Third try is not too bad. We take those. You can tell I, like, barely fit in a stream today, because I started stream, like, just after fucking eating, like, probably the food that... Oops. Oh! No! No, I do not want to exit the game. I don't know why. Like, I fucking love Pad Thai, dude. But Pad Thai does not love my gastro. Well, just my gastro, dude. That's... Any cool kids hanging out at the gastro pub? My intestines do not like, Pad Thai. Which sucks, because I'd love it. And will continue to eat it, even though it upsets my tummy ever so slightly. God damn it, Bilbo. I can spend some time here. This is fine. Obviously, I'd prefer not to spend, like, I don't know, 8 minutes and ruin my sub 20, but I can spend a little bit of time here and still be okay. Damn it. That felt decent. I think I want to be looking a little bit more to the left. This seems like a perfect setup. Okay. Apparently, slightly off of perfect. It's fine. Thanks for the bugged sound effect for encouragement. Oh my god, what am I doing wrong? Panicking, panicking. I think I might need to be standing, like, a little bit farther to the right. There you go. I was standing too far to the left. That's fine. Fine, fine. We're not missing too much time here. God damn it, dude. I don't know why I fuck up the tree part of it so much. Like, the slope boost to get up here is the hardest part. But I find myself fucking up the tree more than anything. Alright, you get in the corner. Tip-tap your way to, like, right there. Okay. I think it's still one of the smoothest ones I've done. I don't think it's the smoothest, whatever that level's called, barrels out of bond. I don't think it's the smoothest I've done that level, but still pretty good. For my standards, at least. I'm definitely not fucking resetting at this point. No fucking chance. The only thing that could happen at this point is a disastrous Cloud's Burst that leaves me soft-locked and without any sort of escape plan. But I'm gonna try and put myself in a situation where that can't happen. Also, I'm doing the movement entirely wrong here. Come on. Okay, I thought I was in. Oh god, I'm afraid I'm gonna drown here. I'm very deep underwater. I think I'm good, though. Okay. Drink the only water I've gotten to drink for, like, the entire stream. To the point that it makes me choke. Okay. Yeah, the run doesn't have a lot of downtime. I haven't really gotten the opportunity to take many sippies. I mean, look, I've had plenty of runs that I've reset on that I could have drank some water in between, but I'm the fucking bad boy of Twitch, alright? I don't stay well hydrated. Am I moving? I'm not moving. Okay, goddamn. I was probably sitting there for way longer than I needed to, but I was paranoid because I couldn't see the edge of the water. Alright, probably not still sub 20 tier, but, I mean, look, if I nail everything past this point flawlessly, I could get a sub 20, but I know I'm not going to, so I'm not gonna hold myself accountable to those standards. It's just gonna lead to disappointment. So, I'm expecting, like, a close to 20-minute run here. And I still save here because I'm a coward, and there's no fucking way— oops, that's not the right button. There's no fucking way I trust myself to nail this first try. My track record has been pretty good. Stop fucking pressing that button. My track record has been pretty good on stream. First time I died there, alright. For how much I made fun of that, like, being impossible to die to, I kind of deserve dying there. But, as we saw last time, a little bit of bad luck to get you started means good luck for your future. That's my hope. Come on, dude. I know you can wiggle through there. Yeah, okay. I'll stay a little bit closer to the far edge on that in the future. Alright, let's nail it. This is correct, right? Yes. This is the spot. You wanna be like right here? Wait, no, you want to be right here. Holy shit. Don't fuck this up. And then... yeah, that seems good to me. I fucked it. I did a couple things wrong. I didn't hold W. I think I was angled... I don't know. I think the angle might have been good. I was definitely not holding W, though. That's fine. Look, it's stressful. It's stressful spending however many hours I've spent doing Overhill today and finally making it to this part with, like, no fucking practice. Can I just load game? Yes. With no fucking practice to this section of the game at all. I'm honestly surprised I've been handling some of these tricks the way I have been. Hello? Are you ever gonna clip, or... there you go. Fuck. I'm so bad at this. I need to figure out whatever the more consistent, like, fast way of doing it is. Because I hate that. Like, that is so awkward. There has to be a better way, and I know there is a better way. I just need to learn it. Okay, let's get right about here. I think I want to be closer to the right side still. Yeah, like that seems good. Let's fucking go, dude. Why am I so good at that now? Like, look, I fucked it up the first time, but still, 1 out of 2 times is so, like, not indicative of how badly I did that trick in practice. I'm so bad at this as well. You're just supposed to, like, spam jump if you don't get the first slash jump. But I always forget. Okay. Flawless movement here, or the spiders will kill you. Yikes, dude! Bad slash jumps! Bad slash jumps! Fuck! Never good slash jumps. Getting up on that platform is always the most awkward part of that, though. And turning the corners, because there are, like, awkward invisible walls. It's just a, you know, it's a whole mess. I feel like the spiders have been so much more mean to me lately, though. Like, goddamn, I've had some aggressive spiders. That was a pretty quick clip. Are you fucking kidding me? Please don't. Oh my god, dude. Why are they so mean? Well, I think it's safe to say I'm not going to get a sub 20. But I can get a close to 20, which I'm satisfied with on a first run. That's good enough for me. I just, like, even though that angle is awkward, I need to... Fuck off! Are you actually fucking kidding me? I should just, like... Because this animation takes so goddamn long, I should get used to, like... Oh, no, because you can't load the game. I was gonna say I should get used to menuing to load game to make that go faster. But that's stupid, because I would just load myself back into inside info and be really sad. There you go. God damn. I swear the spiders are, like, learning. They're getting more and more aggressive towards me. They're realizing that I'm a... Oh, fuck. They're realizing that I'm a genuine threat and have started taking me seriously. God damn it, dude. What am I doing wrong here? Do you jump? I'm pretty sure you don't jump. This is also a problem with not... Yeah, there you go. With, not practicing things, is not even fucking remembering how to do the tricks you're doing. Alright, flawless clouds burst incoming to make me feel bad about how much I fucked up inside info and, whatever the fuck that level is called. Flawless clouds burst, ascend it. God damn it, dude. Almost. I waited slightly too long on the jump. Again, waited slightly too long. I'm pretty sure I just accidentally Neo'd that shot by slipping off there. God damn it, dude. Alright, flawless clouds burst, by the way. Literally never done better than this before. This is as good as it gets. I'm manipulating the RNG here. I didn't even slash jump. So I'm glad I didn't waste my, well, there I go. There I go, wasting it anyways. Well, at least these guys are being nice and not ruining my day. There you go. Fuck. Well, I mean, you have to fail every trick, you know, a fair number of times. That was smooth. You need to let every trick have their moment to be the one that you're fucking up. Please don't fuck. Are you actually... Okay. I can still do... Oh, no, I can't, because I walked on the ground too long. I think I'm gonna try and do my clip thingy, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Yeah, it didn't work. Okay. If that's the case, then someone fucking kill me. Please. God damn it, dude. Where is the trigger? It's somewhere in here. There you go. So this is possible, but I kind of panicked there and ruined it for myself. So I'm gonna die so I can reset the level. Because I only know how to do this level. I mean, look, I could, like, casually do the level by this point, but nobody wants to see that, myself included. I don't know what I'm doing wrong there. I think I need to, well, I mean, I'm probably doing a lot of things wrong there. My angle's probably bad. I'm probably... I mean, well, angle is probably the most important thing, but I'm probably stopping too soon as well is another big one. Like, I don't know exactly where I want to line myself up with. I try and line myself up with the second courage crystal, which I think is what MK said to do in the guide. But I'm bad, so I'm probably not doing it exactly how it was explained. Let's walk a little bit farther. That feels very far, but maybe that's good. I mean, it seemed good. That seemed better. I think I just was cutting myself too short, is the biggest problem. So there you go. Now we know for the future. Oops. Tried to do that a little bit too fast. And I'm just gonna, like... Oh, no, he's actually... Nope, he's not. I'm gonna do the slow setup because it's more consistent for me. And I'm dead. God damn, that sucks, dude. Why the fuck did... It's not something I experience in practice either. I don't know why they'll just sometimes be hyper accurate and pay way more attention to you. It probably has to do with how you... oh, that's gonna be annoying. If I had to guess why sometimes they target you more than other times, it probably has to do with the way you're walking back to the ladder when you're saving your clip warp. Like if you aggro a certain number of them, because they're mostly focused on Corwin. But I think if you get too close to the ones, like, especially the ones that are closer to the wall there, please don't kill me. I think that's what's making them snipe the shit out of me. So I should try and be a little more conscious of that and stick closer to the right wall. I mean, it's also just better for movement to stick closer to the right wall. So it's really what I should just be doing in general. All right, now let's do the slow lineup because, yeah, Bilbo never looks in the right direction. And then you get to, like, about here, and I basically did that as bad as you could have expected me to, given I didn't do any practice today. How do I die in this situation? Because I don't think I can get back there. I think there is a way to get out of here. God damn it. Yeah, there you go. Like, can I just get these guys to shoot me? Can I think you can go this way? Somewhere? Fuck. There's enemy. Yeah, there you go. There's enemies somewhere in here. I'm finishing this run. I don't care how dog shit it is. I just want a run to be finished. It still could be sub 30, as funny as that is. It's kind of funny. It's kind of sad. It's probably more sad than it is funny, but it just shows that, like, I've got a really good early game, a somewhat decent mid game, and just an absolutely awful end game for the Hobbit. Which it's kind of natural though, right? Oops. That's exactly what you would expect out of anything, is that you would be better at the beginning because you are more likely to reset towards the start and then get more practice with the start of the run. I've, like, basically not practiced this at all, so it's not like I'm beating myself up about it. It makes, like, complete sense. Oh my god. Wait, what the fuck? Please be gentle. Thank you. Holy shit. I might still have my clip warp. I did stay on the ground for a little bit there. Oh, fucking choking on my own spit. I saw the health bar appear, and I was like, oh, I did it. Which, I mean, I probably did do it, but then undid it. God damn it. Doesn't matter? Oh, you're fake. You're a real fake goblin. Can the real goblins please send me to jail? Thank you. Goblins are way more aggressive when they're fighting, like, the CPUs, which is funny. Like, if you try and get a goblin to kill you, well, I mean, there are some that'll just one-tap you, like the fucking archers over here. But, like, the melee goblins, they, like, hesitate on their swings and everything. When they're fighting, the elves, they go fucking ham on them. Okay, I can go immediately because I didn't use my slash jump, or fuck the terminology, who cares? My jump attack. No one cares. I could tell just the way I was coming at that, I wasn't going to be able to do that cleanly, so I hesitated a little bit. I also probably walk there a little bit too much, just because I'm being, like, extra fucking cautious that I set my clip warp. But I'm probably being too generous with it. I just need to make a save at, like, the start of Cloud's Burst and practice that. Because, like, while I might have practiced, like, all of the individual elements... Fuck. What am I doing? Well, I might have practiced all of the individual... I'm just... what are you doing fucking holding rocks, Bilbo? Jesus Christ. I mean, it's probably my own fault for going in and out of first-person mode 100 times. But, like, I don't know. You never experience... Like, I had a practice save. The practice save that I started the last stream with. And, I'm pretty sure Bilbo was never looking at the goblins somehow. And I got the save legitimately. Like, I played through the level as you normally would. Oh, I say legitimately. Obviously, I used the dev mode to make the save wherever I wanted to, out of bounds. But everything else was done, you know, the way you would normally do it in the speedrun. I don't know why the fuck Bilbo was never looking at the goblins in that practice save, but every single time I do it in a run, he's, like, just staring off into fucking space looking at goblins. It's annoying as hell and makes it so I can't really have a consistent good setup that I like with it, but whatever. I'll just live with, like, the slow setup. And, I mean, that's the main thing, is I need to have a practice save that goes through the entirety of the level. Because practicing, you know, individual tricks is good and all. I'm never letting go of W there. I'm remembering that that's something I'm supposed to do. Like, I can have all the practice I want with individual tricks, like what I just did there for the first time, finally. That's all good, and is probably... Why did the game lag so much? What the fuck? Is probably something I should be practicing. But... Yeah. Just fucking someone kill me. It's very clear that I just need to practice the level from start to finish. Aw, dude, it's not even sub 30. That's fine. I would rather it not be sub 30. Like, how fucking sad is that? I'm pretty sure I started Cloud's Burst sub 20 and then have spent 10 to 11 minutes here doing jack shit. Just dying and respawning over and over again. More so than anything, I need to practice Cloud's Burst. Like, I think Barrels Out of Bond is fine. It's not spectacular, but, like, I can live with the results I got today on a real run. That's, you know, that's the level of, like, competency that I'm okay with just getting better at through actual runs, even if it is a trick that's, like, I don't know, 8 minutes into a good run or however long it is. That's fine. I don't care if I spend, like, a minute to 2 minutes doing that trick. Who cares? What I do care about is spending, like, 15 plus minutes on the last level. It's, like, substantially worse than any other level in the game. Like, I might have little bits of... Oops, what the fuck was I doing pressing F there? I might have little bits of clumsiness here and there. Hopefully I still have my clip warp. But nothing is as bad as Cloud's Burst right now. And, you know, look. I'm fully ready for the criticism that I just shouldn't be doing this harder route, but look, I'm gonna fucking... Bilbo. Okay, there you go. I think it is easier if you let go of W. That was my practice. That was my experimentation with it to see if that's actually true. I do think it's true. I can't believe I didn't die with how long it took me to line up that trick there. But yeah, that's another thing that just never happened in the practice save. Like, the goblins just didn't care about me. What am I doing? Such bad movement. What? I think that's an invisible wall. Yep. Awesome movement. Not paying attention whatsoever. The goblins just didn't care about me in the practice save. Like, maybe it's because in the practice save, I always kind of flounder in this out-of-bounds section. Maybe it's because in the practice save, I, like, backed off, like, a much larger distance from the ledge, and that got the goblins to, like, de-aggro from me. Whatever it is. I don't know. It would help me out if I figured it out because, oops. So I'm not doing so hot with that segment. And for the worst reasons, too. Like, it's not even because I am fucking up the difficult trick part of it. I mean, look, I probably would if I hadn't fucked up the prior parts as much as I did. But to fuck up, like, the easier parts of the trick is a little upsetting. Didn't wait till the height of my jump to slash there. Thank God no one fucking snipes you while you're sitting here, because that was embarrassingly bad. Don't fucking fall off like I did the other time. Alright, he's actually done it. He's fucking finished a run. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Okay. Well, I'll do a little bit of practice of Cloud's Burst off stream, probably. A little is probably the nice way of putting it. Who knows when I'll stream next? I'll probably stream sooner than a week, because a week is like... Well, I don't feel bad about streaming once a week. Like, that's completely fine and fits my schedule. I would like to stream a little bit more frequently than that. So hopefully you see me before an entire week, and hopefully you see me not fucking up Cloud's Burst as awfully as I did today. But that's gonna do it. I might as well submit this dog shit run, and yeah, it's certainly gonna be easy to improve on. So thanks for watching. My bad for being bad, and see ya hopefully soon.